Hey, hello. Good evening. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Ayun. God bless. Anong mangyari? Okay. So we're now on the inverse Laplace transform. The inverse Laplace transform is the reverse process of the Laplace transformation. So we are given a function which is in the S domain. So we are going to transform it back into the T domain. The inverse Laplace transform, so there's no new formula here. So we are just going to reverse the process. So let's say if we are going to have the inverse Laplace of C over S, so that will become C. So in inverse Laplace transform, we have to take a look at the denominator. So for us to have an idea, so what transform are we go or what particular relation or function that we are going to use. So for example, if the denominator is just a single s, okay, so that means that would be a constant. Okay, so it's a linear s. I mean. However, if the denominator so would be s raised to n. Okay, so we're in n, so would be two or more. That one resembles an algebraic t raised to n. Ibig sabihin, s squared, s cubed, pero wala nang kasamang iba. So that would just be a t raised to n. And then if it is a linear, and then minus or plus a constant, so that one resembles an exponential function. Okay, so an s, then a plus or a minus a constant, that is an exponential function. If it is an s squared, Okay, so it's if it is quadratic, and then it contains a constant or a plus s, so probably s squared plus s plus 2. Okay, so that one could fall on the trigo functions that we have here. It could either be an hyperbolic sine or a hyperbolic cosine, basic sine or a basic cosine. So basta linear, single s, it would be constant. If it is an s, then it's equal to 2 or more, and then wala siyang kasamang other term, so that would be algebraic. If it is a linear s and then a plus or a minus a constant, then that would be exponential. If it is quadratic, that would be a sine or a cosine. Okay, so we just have to take a look at the denominator, kung anong nire-resemble niya. So let's have an example. Uh, hindi ko na clear. Okay, so let's have our first example. So our first example is the inverse Laplace of 24 s raised to the fifth. So in finding the inverse Laplace, of this, uh, so we need to resemble it with the formula that we have before. So kasi s raised to the fifth lang yan, di ba? So walang ibang kasama. So most probably that is t raised to n. So in this case, so we have s raised to 4, okay? And then plus 1. So remember, dun sa formula natin, di ba, n plus 1. So kung meron tayong 4 dito, so dapat meron din tayong 4 factorial doon sa taas natin. Okay, so kaya lang, this is 24, so labas ko na lang yung 24 dito. So this is the same as this. So 24, and then 4 factorial all over s raised to the 4 plus 1. Kala kung titignan mo to, so yung sa baba, it's s raised to the fifth. Pero yung sa taas, that is 24. Okay, pero nilabas natin, pero yung nilagay natin is 4 factorial. So therefore, we have to neutralize it with 4 factorial dun sa labas din. So para they would cancel out. Okay, so 4 factorial sa denominator and 4 factorial dun sa numerator. So they would just cancel out. So we'll have 24 over s raised to 4 plus 1. So from here, so we can now have that 24, 4 factorial is 24. Tapos, what is 4 factorial over s raised to 5 or 4 plus 1? So this is the same as, so remember, yung inverse Laplace ng n factorial over s raised to n plus 1, that is the same as t raised to n. Or simply, this is t raised to 4. Excuse me. So the answer here then would just be the inverse of the plus would be equal to t raised to 4. Okay? Question. So, ganun lang. I-transform lang natin siya dun sa formula. And then afterwards, we're just going to answer it. For example, number 2. For second example, so ito pwede nating i-distribute, no? So this one would become 6s minus 12 all over s squared plus 4. So yung sa baba, it's s squared plus 4. So kung s squared yan, so it resembles a sign, di ba? It could either be a sine or a cosine kasi plus yung nasa baba. Pero for this one, so we could separate. So pwede tayo magkaroon ng 6s all over s squared plus 4 and then minus 12 over s squared plus 4. And then afterwards, so since constant yon, so pwede na ako magkaroon ng 6 sa labas. Inverse Laplace of, so s matira sa baba, then s squared plus 2 squared. And minus, labas ko yung 12. Inverse Laplace of s squared plus 2 squared. So since ang sign, ang numerator niya is constant, so dapat kung 2 yung nandun sa denominator, meron din tayong 2 dun sa taas, sa numerator. However, pag nang-introduce tayo ng 2 doon, so we have to neutralize it. So we have to divide this by 2 as well. So para magkaparehas pa rin sila. Okay? So kaya ang mangyari niyan, so this one would become 6, the inverse Laplace of s over s squared plus 2 squared. Then minus 6, the inverse Laplace of 2 over s squared plus 2 squared. So ngayon, we can now find the inverse Laplace. So this one would become 6. S ang sa taas, so that would be cosine. Positive yung sa baba, so basic cosine. And then nt, so which is 2t minus 6 sine 2t. And that would be the inverse Laplace nun. So 6 cosine 2t minus 6 sine t. Okay, questions? So we can follow. Okay. Number 3. For example, number 3, so we have 4s, inverse Laplace of 4s plus 3 all over s plus 3 over s minus 3. Okay? So the problem with this is we have a product on the denominator. Kaya lang, kung titignan mo yan, you can actually combine the two. So pwede mo silang i-multiply. So pag minultiply ko yan, that is the same as the inverse Laplace of 4s plus 3 and then sum and difference. This is the same as s squared minus 9. So parehas lang sila. 4s squared minus 9. So ngayon, kamukha niya lang yung kanina nun. So f of t, so will become, so paghiwalayin natin and then labas ko na yung constant na. So it will become 4, the inverse Laplace of s over s squared minus 3 squared. Then plus 3 inverse Laplace of s squared minus 3 squared. So since constant yung sa taas, dapat may 3 din doon. And then, in-neutralize din natin siya ng 3. So that would cancel it out. So ngayon, so finally, so we can have our answer. So to be 4. So minus yan. So hyperbolic cosine of 3t. And then plus hyperbolic sine of 3t naman. So for the second term. And that would be the answer. Question. So you can follow. Let's have another one. Ito. So in solving this, yung denominator natin is s raised to the fourth. So nag-iisa lang siya. So most probably it resembles t raised to n. T raised to n. Kaya lang ang numerator niya, it's a binomial expanded to 3. So ang gawin natin, expand muna natin yung numerator. So that will become s cubed, then plus 3s squared, plus 3s, then plus 1. All over s to the fourth. So tapos, separate natin sila. So this one would become s cubed over s to the fourth is 1 over s plus 3 over s squared plus 3 over s cubed and plus 1 over s to the fourth. So ngayon, this is the same as the inverse Laplace of 1 over s. Then plus, so labas natin yung 3. Inverse Laplace of s squared is s raised to 1 plus 1. So this should be 1 factorial. So kahit di na natin neutralize, it's just 1. And then plus 3, the inverse Laplace of s squared plus 1. So 2 factorial. So may 2 factorial din tayo dun sa labas. And lastly, so plus s cubed plus 1. So 3 factorial. So we have 1 over 3 factorial. So finally, so f of t then, so inverse Laplace of 1 over s, that is constant, so which is 1. And then plus 3 times t. Then plus 3 over 2 t squared. And lastly, plus 1 over 6 t cubed. Inverse Laplace. Oh, example number 4. Okay. Walang tanong? Okay, so yung last quiz nyo, it's about this one. Huh? Oh. Number 4 is about particular solution. Ano? Mali lang yung ano ko, no? Yung mali pala yung mga rules na nakalagay. General solution. These are just find the solution or find the inverse Laplace. Okay? Hindi ko napansin. Anyway, let's continue. So what if we have this one? Inverse Laplace of 8 all over s plus 4 raised to 3. So kung titingnan mo to, meron siyang s plus 4 sa baba. Okay? But kung S plus 4 lang yan, so most probably it resembles an exponential. Kaya lang ang exponential, wala yung power. Okay? So wala yung power. Nagka-power yan kasi nga because of the t raised to n. Kaya kung isosolve natin ito, so ganito ang nangyari dyan. So this is the same as the inverse Laplace of, so it appears that this is the same as 8 over s cubed. And then, nag-shift lang siya ng s plus 4. Tama? Kumbaga, tinanggal ko yung nasa loob na s plus 4. Kasi nag-shift siya ng s plus 4. So it just becomes 8 all over s cubed. Okay, so from here, so we can now rewrite this one. So pwede kong ilabas yung 8. And then inverse Laplace nung, so this should be s raised to 2 plus 1. So 2 factorial. Divide mo ng 2 factorial yon. And then this one is shifted to s plus 4. So in short, this is 8 divided by 4 would be 4. And then yung 2 factorial over s raised to 2 plus 1, that is t squared. Kaya lang nag-shift siya ng e raised to negative 40. So because of the s plus 4. Okay, so kaya naging siyang e raised to negative 40. So ito, gumamit siya ng theorem. Okay? So we can follow, ah. So comment lang kayo pag di nyo naintindihan. Number 6. So number 6, the denominator is s squared. So therefore, this one should be a sine, a cosine, a hyperbolic sine, or a hyperbolic cosine. But to make it sine or cosine, so it should only be s squared plus a constant or minus a constant. So our problem here is meron tayong 2s dun sa gitna. Okay? But is this one factorable? Actually, hindi, no? Kasi ang factor ng 5 is just 5 and 1. So there's no way for us to get 2s there. Actually, to resolve this one, so we will be using completing the square. Okay, so para magkaroon siya ng or para matanggal yung s dun sa gitna. So ang gagawin natin, so by completing the square, so take 1/2 of the middle term, which is 2, and then square it. So that would just be equal to 1. So ang f of t natin yan, so this is the same as the inverse Laplace of s over s squared plus 2s. So mag-plus 1 tayo at saka mag-minus 1 tayo. Okay? And this would be the inverse Laplace of s over, so ngayon perfect square na to, this one. So s squared plus 2s plus 1, this is the same as s plus 1 squared. S plus 1 squared, and then plus 4. So, meron na tayo s plus 1 squared plus 4. And then the numerator would be s. So, it resembles a hyperbolic, or no, it's a sine. It's just a basic sine. But the problem with this one is yung nasa baba. Ito. As you can see, parang nag-shift din siya, di ba? So parang nag-shift din siya ng s plus 1. Kaya lang, kapag may s plus 1 dun sa baba natin, kung mag-shift siya ng s plus 1, dapat yung numerator, mag-shift din siya ng s plus 1. So, ang gagawin natin nun, so kung yung sa baba is shifted to s plus 1, so dapat meron din tayong s plus 1 sa taas. Kaya lang pag nag-plus 1 tayo, so mag-iiba na yung function natin. So kaya ang gagawin natin, magma-minus 1 din tayo. Kasi 1 minus 1, it will become 0. So in short, this one becomes the inverse Laplace of parang s plus 1 over s plus 1 squared plus 4, then minus 1 over s plus 1 squared plus 4. So ngayon, the first term so will be as a cosine, the second term will be a sine. Kaya lang, it was shifted to s plus 1. So kung i-rewrite ko yan, so parang this is the same as the inverse Laplace of s all over s squared plus 2 squared. Kaya lang, shifted to s plus 1. So ganun din ito, minus the inverse Laplace of 1 over s squared plus 2 squared. Kaya lang again, this is shifted to s plus 1 as well. So finally, our f of t then, so would be, so para dito, this is that is the cosine, di ba? That is cosine 2t. Kaya lang meron tayong s plus 1. So that corresponds to negative or e raised to negative t. So ganun din dun sa second term. It would become e raised to negative t and then sine, or sorry, kulang pala yung sa isa. This one, so 2 yung nasa baba, so dapat meron din tayong 2 dun sa taas. And then we have 1/2 here. So that would become 1/2 e raised to negative t sine 2t. And that would be the inverse Laplace of the given function. Okay, can we follow? Is this clear? Okay, so let me proceed. Tapos na tayo. So yun yung how do we do the inverse Laplace. So ang next natin would be the Laplace transformation of derivatives. Kasi yun na yung gagamitin natin in finding the solution of a differential equation. So we need to know first what would be the Laplace transform of derivatives. So going back with this one. So take note of this. So ganito, humanap ng Laplace transform ng, so Laplace transform of the first derivative, so y prime. So lagay lang tayo ng s, y of s, and then minus y of 0. So kung ano yung degree nung or kung ano yung order ng derivative, so ganun din yung power ng s. So this is first derivative, so s raised to 1, and then multiplied it with ys, and then susunod minus y of 0. Pag second derivative, so mag-start tayo sa s squared, and then ys, then minus bababa yung s, it would become only s instead of s squared. And then afterwards, start na tayo sa y of 0, and then minus, actually yung susunod nito is s raised to 0. Kaya lang dito na natin sinusulat kasi that is 1. And then yung y of 0, siya naman ang mag-i-increase ng derivative. So it will become y prime of 0. Pag third derivative, So s cubed, then y of s minus baba, s squared. Ito minus s, and then s raised to 0. Yung y of 0 mo naman, tumataas siya. Y of 0, y prime of 0, y double prime of 0. So it follows na kung meron tayong Laplace ng y to the fourth prime, so that would become s raised to the fourth, y of s, then minus s cubed, y of 0, minus s squared, y prime of 0, minus s, y double prime of 0, and then minus y triple prime of 0. Isa pa. So L, or the Laplace transform of y raised to the fifth. So ano lang siya nun? S to the fifth, y of s, minus s to the fourth, y of 0, minus s cubed, y prime of 0, minus s squared, y double prime of 0, minus s, y triple prime of 0, minus y to the fourth prime of 0. So if it is fifth derivative. So that is on how to find the Laplace transformation of a derivative. So para mag-gets natin yung idea nun, so let's have our example. Meron daw tayong, ayan, ito solve ko, no? So we have y prime minus 6y is equals to 18, and then y of 0 is equals to 0. So we are to find the particular solution of the given differential equation. So ito, gagamit tayo ng Laplace transform. Pero before we do that, so let me solve this one using our methods before. Kasi this is this is a first order differential equation. Tama? Y prime minus 6y is equals to 18. Could you tell me nga what is the method? First order differential equation method are we going to use to solve y prime minus 6y is equals to 18? What kind of equation is this? Ha? So kung isosolve natin ito ng first order differential equation method, so what method are we going to use? Linear. Very good. So linear differential equation. So let me solve it using linear. So kung solve ko yan using linear differential equation, this is y prime. So pwede ko na siyang isolve, no? Ang p of x ko natin dito is negative 6. Then ang q of x natin is 18. Kunin muna natin yung mu of x natin, so which is e raised to p of x dx. So which is e raised to negative 6 dx or e raised to negative 6x. So ang formula natin would be mu of x times y is equals to the integral of q of x, mu of x dx. So mu of x natin is e negative 6x times y is equals to 18. Then mu of x is e raised to negative 6x dx. So e raised to negative 6x times y would be equal to 18 over, so negative 6, so negative 6 e raised to negative 6x plus c. Or e negative 6xy would be equal to negative 3 e raised to negative 6x plus c. So multiplying everything by e raised to 6x, so that would become y is equals to negative 3 and then plus c e raised to 6x. Kaya lang, sabi niya, when x is 0, y is 0. So 0 is equals to negative 3 plus c e raised to 6 times 0. This is 1, so therefore c is 3. So in short, y then would be equal to 9 3 e raised to 6x minus 3. So this would be the particular solution of the differential equation. Y is equals to 3 e raised to 6x minus 3. So this time around, ang gagawin ko, isosolve ko siya using Laplace transformation. Y prime y prime minus 6y equals to 18. Then sabi niya, y of 0 is equals to 0. So kung isosolve natin yan ng Laplace transformation, so we need to find the Laplace transform of the derivative first. So yung y prime, so that is the same as s, y of s, and then minus y of 0. So s, y of s, minus y of 0. So this is for y prime. And then minus 6, yung y naman, that would be y of s. Okay, pero wala na yung y of 0. And then is equals to Laplace of 18. Laplace transform of 18, that would be 18 all over s. Okay, the Laplace transform of y prime is this one. S y of s minus y of 0. Laplace transformation of negative 6y, it's negative 6y of s. Laplace transform of 18, 18 over s. Then afterwards, sabi niya dito, y of 0 is equals to 0. So therefore, this is 0 already. And as you can see here, ang matitira na lang would be sy of s minus 6y of s. So we're just going to factor out y of s. So it will become s minus 6 and then multiplied it with y of s. Is equals to 18 all over s. And then afterwards, so we could have our y of s function 9 this time. So it will become 18 all over s times s minus 6. So yan yung Laplace transform ng equation natin. So yung differential equation, so naging algebraic equation. Okay, so it becomes an algebraic function 18 all over s times s minus 6. So ngayon, para makuha natin ang solution nito, we need to find the inverse Laplace of y of s to become y of t. Okay? To do that, kunin natin yung inverse Laplace ng 18 all over s times s minus 6. Again, ang problema ko dito, naka-product yung s at saka s minus 6. So ang gagawin natin is we're going to separate them. So using partial fraction. So if I have s there, and I have s minus 6 here. And then it will become, this is a, this is b. So 18 then will become a s minus 6 plus b times s. So ngayon, when s is equals to 0, s equals to 0, so 18 is equals to a times negative 6. So therefore, a is negative 3. Then when s is equals to 6 naman, 18 is equals to 6 minus 6 is 0. So b times 6. So a is equals to 3. So from there, so we can write that y of s is the same as a negative 3 over s and then a plus 3 all over s minus 6. So pag kinuha natin yung inverse Laplace nito, so ang y of t natin yan, So that would become a negative 3 plus 3 e raised to 6t, or 3e60 minus 3. And what can you notice? This one is the same as this. 3e6x minus 3, 3e60 minus 3. So iba lang yung variable. T yung sa Laplace transformation, x yung nagamit dun sa linear equation. Galing, di ba? So those are two different methods. Those are two different approaches. Okay? But we have the same answer. So Laplace transformation, it's a totally different approach with the method in first order differential equation. So particularly the linear equation, and yet we arrive at exactly the same answer. Okay? So that is why on your final quiz, ang gagawin nyo would be you are to find a third order differential equation, a third order differential equation. Example, let's say we have a y triple prime minus 2y double prime plus 3y prime minus 4y is equals to e raised to x sine 2x. So example, that's the example. And then your task for your last quiz would be to solve. Okay, so you are going to solve the differential equation in 3 ways. So the first method is you're going to use undetermined coefficient. Undetermined coefficient. The second method, you're going to use variation of parameters. And the third would be using Laplace transformation. So regardless, whatever is the method that you will be using, the answer should be the same. The solution is the same, regardless of method use. So gamit ka ng undetermined coefficient, variation of parameters, or Laplace transformation, the answer should be the same. So in finding this one, so you have to search on your own, and then you are going to mention that one on our GC. So isulat nyo dun sa GC. And then I will approve it. If it is okay, and then you can start solving it. That would be your final quiz. That is your quiz 5. Actually, you have another quiz, the quiz 6, which is already uploaded. It's a bonus quiz. Just try to take a look at it na lang dun sa module nyo. Pero this will be your quiz 5. Totally walang parehas dun sa mga kaklase nyo. Ha? So start finding one on the hanap na kayo yung may solusyon na isa. Sigurado kayo na tama yung solusyon nyo. And then, dun sa other two solutions or two methods, yun na lang problemahin nyo na kung ano yung magiging solution doon. Okay? Is that clear? So, yung mga submissions na yun, nasa modules nyo naman eh. So just take a look at it. Let's have another example. Number 2. So this time it's a second order, no? Kaya lang this is, okay, kagandahan dito, it's a homogeneous equation. Kung isosolve ko to, anong root nito? This is 1, 1, and a 3. Okay. Node 5, 3, 1, 1, and then 3. Okay. So kung isosolve ko yan using homogeneous equation, y here is equals to C1 e raised to 1 half x cosine square root of 11 over 2x. Then plus C2 e raised to 1 half x sine square root of 11 over 2x. So homogeneous lang siya, no? So first, case 1. So ngayon, isosolve natin siya using higher or Laplace transformation. So y double prime, so it becomes s squared y of s and minus s y of 0 and minus y prime of 0. Yung y prime naman, so plus s y of s and minus y of 0. Then plus 3, ang y naman is y of s. So Laplace transform of 0, so would just be 0 as well. So next we have ayun, y of 0. Y of 0 is 1. This is 1. Y prime of 2 or y prime of 0 is 2. This is 2. Pero we can factor out yung y of s, no? So matira dito, we have s squared plus s plus 3 and then y of s. And minus s minus 2 and minus 1, so minus 3 is equals to 0. So s squared plus s plus 3 y of s then would be equal to s plus 3. So finally, y of s is equals to s plus 3 all over s squared plus s plus 3. So afterwards, so kunin na natin yung inverse Laplace. Can we factor out? So we cannot factor s squared plus s plus 3, pero mukha nung ginawa natin kanina, completing the square. So 1 half of the middle term, which is 1, then square it. So it is 1/4. So ang y of s natin yan, so would be equal to s plus 3 all over s squared plus s plus 1/4 minus 1/4 plus 3. And then y of s is s plus 3 all over s plus 1 half, then squared. S plus 1 half squared. And then what is 3 minus 1? 3 minus 1/4. 11 over 4. So that is plus, no? So plus 11 over 4. And kamukha nung kanina, so nag-shift siya ng s plus 1 half. So dapat magkaroon din tayo ng s plus 1 half sa taas. So we'll have s. So may plus 1 half tayo. Meron din minus 1 half. And then plus 3. All over s plus 1 half squared plus, ito, gawin na natin siyang square root of 11 over 2 squared. That would make it 11 over 4. So y of s niyan, so would become s plus 1 half all over s plus 1 half squared plus square root of 11 over 2 squared. And then 3 minus 1/2. So that is 5/2. So plus 5/2 all over s plus 1/2 squared plus square root of 11/2 square. So from here, so we can now find what is y of t. So y of t so will become shifted siya, no? E raised to negative 1/2 t and then cosine square root of 11/2t. And then plus, or sorry, so dapat merong ano to, no? Square root of 11/2. Saglit. Para hindi tayo malito. So y of t then, so would be the inverse Laplace of s plus 1/2 all over s plus 1/2 squared plus square root of 11/2 squared. And then labas ko yung 5/2. Inverse Laplace of s plus 1/2 square plus square root of 11/2 square. So we should have square root of 11/2 para sa sine and then divide it with square root of 11/2 as well. And from here, so ang y of t natin yan, so will become e raised to negative 1/2 t cosine square root of 11/2t then plus, ayan, 5 over square root of 11. So cancel yung 2. And then sine square root of 11/2t. And that would be our solution. So as you can see here, parehas ba yung sa taas? So, parehas sila, no? Kaya lang C1 at saka C2 lang to kasi hindi natin sinubstitute yung y of 0 is equals to 1 at saka yung y prime of 0 is equals to 2. So do that and then you will get the same answer. So ang C1 mo is 1, ang C2 mo is 5 over square root of 11. Okay, question. We still have one more example. So last example, double prime pa rin. Nag-solve ako y double prime, mas quiz nyo, y triple prime. Ganun talaga. Anyway, so let's have this one. So y double prime plus y prime minus 2y equals to t e raised to 2t. First, so kamukha ano kanina, so s squared y of s minus s y of 0 minus y prime of 0. So yun yung y double prime. Para dun sa y prime naman, so plus s y of s and then minus y of 0. And lastly, minus 2 y of s is equals to t e raised to 2t. So nag-shift ito, no? Diretso ko na. So ang t kasi is 1 over s squared. So that would just be 1 over s minus 2 squared. 1 over, tama? So 1 over s, tapos mag-shift siya ng s minus 2. So it will become 1 over s minus 2 squared. So ngayon, substitute natin yung y of 0 is 0. So wala na yon. Y of 0 is 0. Meron tayo is y prime of 0 which is 1. So this is 1. So this is s squared plus s minus 2. And then y of s. And then we'll have minus 1. Minus 1 is equals to 1 over s minus 2 squared. And then i-transpose natin yon. So s squared plus s minus 2 y of s equals to 1 over s minus 2 squared minus 1. So s squared plus s minus 2 y of s. Pagsama muna natin. So s minus 2 squared. So 1 minus s minus 2 squared. So y of s then would be equal to, so 1 minus s squared minus 4s plus 4 over s squared plus s minus 2 and s minus 2 squared. So y of s would be equal to negative s squared, so plus 4s, and then 1 minus 4, so negative 3. All over, so we can factor out s squared plus s minus 2, no? That is s and s, so 2 and 1. So positive 2, negative 1. Tama ba? So 2s minus s. So s and then negative 2. Then I'll have an s minus 2 squared. Ayun. So yun yung y of s natin. So next is we are to find, so what would be the inverse Laplace of that? So since puro exponential lang yan, so we need to separate them. So using partial fraction. No? So negative s squared plus 4s minus 3. So divide it with s plus 2, s minus 1, s minus 2 squared. Saan tayo mag-start? So start tayo dun sa linear repeating. Start ako sa s minus 2. So s minus 2 linear repeating ito s minus 2 square. So this is A, this would be B. And then I'll have the s minus 1 to be C, and then s plus 2 to be D. So, tama ba yung ano? Negative 1. Oy! Yung sinasabi, may mali ako. So this one, the negative 1, so nag-transpose, it should be positive 1. So this should be plus. This is plus. So that would become s squared minus 4s and then plus 5. S squared minus 4s plus 5. So mali yung transpose ko. So s squared minus 4s plus 5. S squared minus 4s plus 5. Tama na. Ngayon, so we could multiply everything. So we could have s squared minus 4s plus 5. That is A. And then s minus 2 lang yung wala. So I'll have s plus 2, s minus 1, s minus 2. And plus B. So S plus 2, S minus 1. So C, S minus 1. So S plus 2, S minus 2 squared. Then plus D, S plus 2. So S minus 1, S minus 2 squared. And afterwards, so we're just going to equate. So coefficient involving so what coefficient are we going to equate first? Or mag-let na lang tayo, mas mabilis. So when I want to get B, so S plus 2, S minus 1. So when S is equals to 2. So when S is equals to 2, so we'll have 4 minus 8 plus 5. S goes to 2. So 2 minus 2, wala na si A. So si B, we'll have 2 plus 2, we have 4. 2 minus 1, we have 1. Wala na rin si C kasi because of S minus, because of this, because of this. So cancel na si A, C, and D. So therefore, B is equals to 9 minus 8 is 1, 1/4. No. So we have B to be equal to -4B. Bakit -4B? B is 1/4, no? Positive. Kasi 2 minus 1 is 1. Let's say negative. Okay, so 1/4, positive 1/4. And then, about to get C, so S should be equal to yung wala siya. Wala siyang 1, no? So S is 1. So when S is 1, so 1 squared minus 4 plus 5. So this time around, so 0 na yon, 0 to, 0 din yon. So matira would be this one. So yung C. So C, 1 plus 2 is 3. And then 1 minus 2 is -1 squared, so +1. So therefore, C is 6 minus 4 is 2. C is 2/3. So C is 2/3. And then, sa D naman, so ang D ang wala sa kanya is positive. So when S is -2, when S is -2, so -2 squared is 4 plus 8 plus 5 is equals to, so sa D naman, so -2, 0 na yon, -2, 0 na to, -2, 0 na rin yung C. So ang matira would be D, -2 minus 1 is -3, -2 minus 2 is -4, squared is 16. So D then would be equal to 17 over negative 48. So D is -17 over 48. Tapos, so to get A, haba naman. So to get the value of A, pwede na rin substitute. Gawin ko na lang 1 lahat, no? Or sorry, hindi pwedeng 1. Negative 1. So when S is negative 1, so negative 1 squared is positive 1. Then negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. And plus 5. Equals to A, negative 1 plus 2, 1. Negative 1 minus 1, negative 2, negative 1 minus 2, negative 3. And then ang B natin plus B, negative 1 plus 2, it's 1, negative 2. Plus C, negative 1 is 1, negative 1, negative 3. Negative 1, negative 3, squared is 9. Tingnan nyo lang, tama ito ha. D, negative 1 is negative 2. Negative 1, negative 3. Squared is positive 9. So 4, 10. This is 10 equals to, ang A natin is 1. Ay, yung pala yung nanap. A times negative, negative, positive 6. And then plus B is 1/4 times negative 2. C is 2/3. That's 2/3. 2/3 times 9. And then plus D is negative 17 over 48 times negative 18. Negative 18. Calculator ko na lang. So 10, 1/4, 1/2, negative 1/2. So plus 0.5. And then 9 over 3 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6 minus 6. And then this is plus. So plus 17 over 48 times 18. Or sorry, so it become plus and then minus yun. Then divide it with 6. So A is negative 5 over 16. So from here, so we can now write that y over s is equals to negative 5 over 16 all over s minus 2. And then plus b. And b natin is 1/4 over s minus 2 square. And then c is 2/3, so plus 2/3. C is s minus 1. And then for our d, so minus 17 over 48 over s plus 2. So finally, y of t then would be negative 5 over 16 e raised to 2t. And then this one, okay. So this would be exponential and t squared. So 1 plus 1. So 1 din yung sa taas. So plus 1/4. This is t e raised to 2t plus 2 over 3 e raised to negative or positive t. And lastly, minus 17 over 48 e raised to negative 2t. And that would be our general solution. So, pa-double check na lang kung may nagkamali sa mathematics. Okay? That would be our last discussion, and that is all about differential equation. We're done with DE. Clarifications? Hindi na. Wala na tayong meeting next week. So Tuesday. Siguro mag-set na lang ako ng mukha nung dati, yung review na lang for final exam. And then that's it. So, pero on our discussion, so that's our last discussion. So, we're done with differential equation. So, hopefully, you've learned something. Okay? So, differential equation. So, despite of our current situation, so that's all that we could have for differential equation.